P.B live.
Oh yeah, we're on round 2, so this is about the music. I think this one might be short too. So
yeah, this is short and sweet. So now we're with the elements of the music, the backbone, the source that makes the footworks and just dancers period just want to dance and have fun. So let's take it back. Let's take it back to Jack. When Jack was a very powerful move your body to, you know, you know what I'm saying, to jack your body to the birth of Ghetto House.
well,
It was, they say it was a point in time where the new cats such as basically yourself and Traxman and the rest of the guys like Jam and Jordan them didn't have that respect of formulating a new sound called Ghetto House, and the older cats that formulated house first was disrespecting it and not liking it. So give your insight on that.
it's still stuff about that I'm still learning on that I was surprised on. The reason why I say it because I was as that was coming in, I was more of a listener, and if I was playing tracks, I was playing due to the Dance Mania era and out of the Jack track days. So I didn't know no DJs personally as like I know them now, to what lifestyle it was going on of the disrespect toward the new style and the new era look. I didn't see it. I was just the person that was actually spinning, so I got lucky not to be involved into it back then. And I guess really a lot of people need to understand something. Those such as Jam the Drill, Slick Rick the Master, Wax Master, if anybody was hating on them, it's kind of still playing a part today of new school footworkers, old school footworkers. It's all about the carrying the torch type stuff. So it has to, music have to evolve. It has to evolve. So like I said, I didn't get a chance to partake in the actual, if it was any type of hatred there amongst the old DJs, new DJs, but I enjoy listening to the music and actually spinning the music. But never thought I would end up in the days to come meet a lot of them.
So with the Ghetto House being formatted, you know, you witnessed the dancer was feeling Dion and Milton, Sluggo, Limo, PJ, and they came from listening to tapes and Dance Mania. So give us the insight of what it was like to hear the sounds of 140 BPM of Ghetto House and how people just dance to the music.
It was basically to me, it was more of a spread in between, to where it was in a relaxed mode. Even though it was fast, it was a little bit more faster than the jack tracks, the house tracks, the 120, 125 BPMs. It sped up, but it was still to a format to where the dance had changed, to where it was more of watch this move, watch that move. So I guess it still had enough time to breathe. That's what Jackie was more of, versus the Pocahontas footwork dancing, and it was still within reach to be danced with. So nobody had no plan that was going to happen. But for what people seeing it from the Jack days to the Ghetto House and the footwork, soon to become footwork, it was evolved to, man, that's unique, because it was history repeating itself. Back then, you think about the bebop days, the days of the cotton clubs. You see from the view, the pictures, the adults, or if there was teenagers having fun, doing all type of moves, jumping over the heads, splits, and doing whatever. It was that. It was just another form of dance style, just went to something else. So like I said, history does repeat itself with dancing. and the music still repeats itself. It's just it might change a little bit to an enhancement. So I guess when it get labeled, that's when it becomes the visible enhancement.
Do you consider, I've said this, 1147, do you consider that track a birth of a Footwork track, even though it's really a Juke track, but do you consider one of the birth of an actual Footwork track?
If it's to where it's traveling from the United States to overseas, yeah, as I said, because we had import records. You had a lot of people. Dance Mania was being displayed overseas. A lot of people didn't know that, but I guess it was more talked about after, and it came up later in the years to say, well, oh, okay, this is something else to do. But I guess it triggered, so it just re-sparked what was supposed to have been dying out. That's all. It just
Now, here's the serious question. Music, you say music evolved. So as the music evolved from house to jack, people saying house was dying. Now then came the birth of ghetto house, and it reformatted that. But the people that originated house didn't like what was going on, but it saved the music. And as that evolved, the people involved, such as the dancers, as the BPMs went faster, and then as you say, as 1147.99 was that type of track, like it just rebirth of what was dying out. And then again, the Footworkers came about and evolved just like that. So why is it that people want to bash down when people should be proud of what's evolving from what was dying out?
It's all about their intentions, man, because I'm the type of person to where I was living in a household where the music was there. My mom's had all the records, but I didn't know that she had that many records pertaining to, at that time, would be the future of disco, deep house, music from, I would say, Philadelphia, but it wasn't labeled at that moment. But me not knowing that my mom's was a music collector. Then when I was introduced, what changed me and my style of saying, what's that? Is when I first actually heard a mix. And I was hearing the mix back on WBMX on Saturday nights. And it sounded totally different, but me not knowing in the future, the days to come, a lot of that was from Detroit. A lot of that was from New York. Some that then the form of jack tracks. So it was something totally different that we was all enjoying. But I guess over the years to where a lot of people was not raised to accept change.
And do you think that's one of the biggest cause of why Footwork is on this downslide and within the music itself? Because the tracks plays a major part as well. The DJ such as yourself plays a major part within the Footwork community. So
it's a lot of people still today, man, that are not willing to accept change. If you're not willing to accept change, you will be stuck somewhere and start to hate and not understand why you, because you have to, life does not stop after you. You can't sit back and you can hinder yourself. It might be some music that you might don't like, but at the end of the day, if you don't like it, you don't listen to it. But that's your opinion. But if you have an open heart to say, well, I can adapt, but if the music, there's a lot of music today that still have meaning. Even with like rap music, a lot of the rap music today, the music change don't have no soul, no filler to it, but it's a well put together track. That could be the thing that really saved the artist if the artist is whack. like you gotta have, but that's a whole nother level. It's because the times have changed, and that's rap. But we talk about dance music, where people sit back and you got people that will say, man, that ain't the type of music that we raised and we grew up to. And we talk about house music. We ain't talking about no ghetto house. We ain't talking about no booty house. We ain't talking about no footwork. We talking about what's supposed to be in house, jack tracks, versus the stuff that was present in New York, New York, Detroit sounds. So while you got people that's actually saying, I don't like that. It's stuff that I like of Detroit music and New York music that the average person wouldn't even, they don't like it. Same as footwork. There's a lot of stuff dealing with artists such as yourself, Earl, Manny. A lot of tracks that's being played now. People not like it. But people want to have their opinion. The question is, if it's, just because it sells don't make you a sellout. It's another one. But if it sells, it's not what you do. If you have the power to change the music, you can change it. Just like I have the power to change it. Footwork music, it's going to change again. It's going to keep constantly changing because it's going to have to evolve. But I guarantee you, the title of Footwork is going to have a face to where people say, we already know where it come from and where it started from. And I'm going to say it like this. Footwork is the cousin to house. Whatever type of house in between it, ghetto house, the booty house, or whatever, it was house. Disco, house. House, footwork. No, house, techno, footwork. Gospel, got soul. Rhythm and blues. House, deep house, disco. It all relates when you backtrack, so it's not one that's totally new. It's not. And I'm saying that because if it was, I wouldn't be sitting here, Joe. That's all I'm saying. So I appreciate everybody that had an open heart to listen to what we do, and all the Chicago producers here, man. It ain't nothing for y'all to be snapping and bickering about.
We're almost coming close to an end with the Confessional Footwork, with these last few starting with, where do you see the future of footwork and what do you plan on doing to keep the movement going? Remember, everybody's the problem, but are you the solution? So what's your solution of keeping the movement going?
Not walking away from it. That's just easy, simple as that. I have no reason to walk away from it. You only leave this earth when God comes for you and take you away from it to where He say your job on this earth is done. When you do it, you do it right, you leave a legacy. And my thing is, that's what we all here for, to leave a legacy. Some people are destined to lead, but some people are chose to lead. It's a difference for being, you want to be the one. Yeah, who don't want to be the one, because it's a lot of anger, a lot of pressure. Everybody wants to save something. And it's really, like I said, you can't save something that's not dead. What's dead is dead, people. It goes with life. If life is dead, you can't resurrect it. So footwork is not dead. Footwork music is not dead. It could be some dead head participants, but it's not dead. It's been titled. It's been labeled. So the question is, why would you hate somebody in another city, another state? Is it because they doing something that you say that you thought you could do? Go back and check yourself. Is your heart right about it? Is that what you want to do about it? And when you do figure out what it is that you want to do about it, what can you do to participate? Because I'm going to tell you like this. If your intention is to bump somebody out of the way just to get what you want, it will show. It will show. So it is. Believe me, I ain't gotta say no names because as of right now, I have been knocked off the road by other DJs and promoters because somebody told on them because the money didn't go right. Okay, well then, those same people, I can still talk to them and say, hey, how you doing, what's up? And those same people say, congratulations, RP, you did it. That's all that counts.
All right. Well, there you have it, world. Here with the one and only RP DJ.
Now, I don't know what it might end up, how y'all might take this interview, but it's like, it could be pretty more interviews, but my thing is like this, I'll leave on this note. Like I say, footwork is not dead. The world is embracing us. Those in other countries are willing to come and help and look out. But like I say, those who got that attention or wanted to be the emperor or whatever it is, when it comes time to music, man, it was plenty of people. Let me give you 2 examples. It was plenty of people in the sports industry of boxing, but one left a legacy of people trying to be like him or even better. It's Muhammad Ali. In basketball, got Jerry West. That's the man that set back. He's the NBA's signature on the thing, on the logo. You cannot compare Mike with nobody else. It was plenty before him that was honored and great, that paved the way for Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan recognized them people too, but there would never be another Michael Jordan. When it came time to music,
Michael Jackson.
You would never find another person that did what Michael Jackson done. Man, Michael Jackson's status is one of the greatest legacies that lived and still going. In the rap game, you got those such as Biggie and Tupac, Rakim paved the way. Jay-Z got a legacy. He's a living legend. He don't surprise me the stuff that he do. He's creative, and he was saying himself that it's other people out here that have the same talent, so he pushes you as well as I do. When it comes time to the ghetto house or whatever else, you got self-proclaimed artists. You have people that look at me right now and saying, man, you it's something about your music, something about your style. I thank y'all for opening up y'all hearts to me and let me be able to give back to you all. But God gave me that. And only God can take that away from me. But it's gonna always be people that stand in the way to say, well, we can make money off him. Okay, all right. But it's always a limited time for everything, because I know how man is. But on that note, the legacy of footwork and footwork music itself has a face. I'm a representative. I got people that's bagging me up and it's already been pushed. Shouts out to my man Spin and Rashad, Traxman, DJ Clint, Gatman, K.O.T.C, yourself, which is Crossfire, Earl, Manny, DJ Lucky, man, T.Y, we got Jalen, Rock, Smoke, DJ Nate, we have up and coming DJ Rome, we got, it's a host of many people, like I say, Smoke, the solos, y'all all played a part and still play a part. The legacy will live on. It's called Legacy. Chicago face of music other than giving them people Soul Train is Footwork. House was New York. Techno belongs to Detroit. Footwork is the first genre of music that is totally Chicago based in the world know it. Here's the face to it, and we have to say you use one to get another. And I say, and with that I'm saying, R.P. See you on tour.
Better make me come visible. I gotta get 'em. Burn up the flow. Better make me come visible. I gotta get 'em. Burn up the flow. Better make me come visible. I gotta get 'em. Burn up the flow. Better make me come visible. I gotta get 'em. Burn up the flow. Better make me come visible. I gotta get 'em. Burn up the flow. Better make me come visible. I gotta get 'em. Burn up the flow. Better make me come.